one thing that's absolutely clear, that the Hindi heartland has made up its mind. It's a massive saffron sweep, and we have given you details, just the sheer vote share. Joining us, Neha Joshi, National Spokesperson, BJP, Tushar Gupta, Senior Editor, Swarajya, member of the BRS, Rekha Rao, Umar Junaidi, political analyst. And my first question is to Abbas Haider, National Spokesperson of Samajwadi Party. Sir, you are a party from Uttar Pradesh largely. Do you think that it's time to recalibrate your choices and your politics? Because people in Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh and Rajasthan have been unforgiving. Many are wondering if this is about the Panoti insult, whether this is about the kind of abuses that were hurled at Sanatan Dharm. But either which way, at least the voters of these states have given a clear message. Question is, are you listening?
Padmaja, see, we respect the mandate of the people, and whatever it is, this is, we can congratulate Bharatiya Janata Party in 3 states and Congress Party in Telangana. This is all we can do. But as far as Samajwadi Party is concerned, Samajwadi Party was fighting in Madhya Pradesh. We were fighting for the rights and honor of OBCs, for the PDA, and basically people of Madhya Pradesh was seeing Samajwadi Party as an alternative. But as you know, we were fighting on just 68 seats. So people of MP knew that we are not going to make the government. And so there was a bipolar election, as the results are indicating. So Samajwadi Party would like to thank the people of Madhya Pradesh. We have received around 1,78,000 votes as of now in Madhya Pradesh, and counting still goes on.
No, sir, and you actually said all we can do is congratulate. There is something else you could do. You could tell Swami Prasad Maurya that he can stop calling Ramcharitmanas a disease. That is something you can do, or you can risk complete annihilation in Uttar Pradesh in the next few elections.
Padmata, you can also ask the Bharatiya Janata Party spokesperson to stop their MLA from Hardoi, who is saying that no God exists in India. There have been no deities in India, who is disrespecting the God and goddesses of this country. So I'm saying that whatever statement it would have been, it was a personal statement. It was not the ideology of Samajwadi Party or any political party.
Well, sir, if it was a personal statement, people might just take it very personally. Entirely up to you. That's your brand of politics. If you think that people are stupid when you tell them कि ये उनका निजी वक्तव्य है, कितना निजी है और कितना
we have fought on issues.
You have fought on issues and you've drawn a blank.
Certain issues.
In Madhya Pradesh, you got a 0. Your overall vote share also came down.
No.
Just to point out.
Padmaja, no. Padmaja, it's not about how many seats you are winning. We might have won maybe 1 seat or 2 seats. Last time we won 1 seat. Yes, but you know, we have fought for the issues. No matter what the result is, Samajwadi Party is going to work again with double efforts we're going to put in. And I think, you know, Lok Sabha election is going to be different altogether. Every state has got different issues. Every state election has, you know, they are fought on different state regional issues.
That is true.
And, you know, aspiration of people for Lok Sabha are
that
totally
is true,
different.
but there are some existential questions, and remember, the human being is the same. It's not like I'm going to change as a human being for the Lok Sabha and say, oh, now I'm okay with being insulted. In the assembly, I had a problem, but for Lok Sabha, I'm like, okay, you keep insulting my religion, I'm still going to vote for you. The essential human being is the same. Neha Joshi, respond. Different issues, different election.
Thank you, Padmaja. You know, Padmaja, as a young political actor, and also as a citizen of this country, my 3 top takeaways from these election results would be that 1, politics of welfare and good governance trumps politics of last-minute freebies. You know, we saw that in Rajasthan, how freebies were doled out even in Chhattisgarh at the last moment, but people paid no heed to that, and especially the women voters have shown the way that they cannot be lured or manipulated with last-minute freebies. Second takeaway would be that women voters actually are standing behind PM Modi and his politics of good governance. That is one of the chief takeaways, because if you would see that wherever the women vote share goes up, the same thing we saw in Uttarakhand and UP too, it's a decisive mandate for the BJP and Prime Minister Modi. And the third would be that the divisive politics, you know, the narrative that we saw in these 5 state elections, you know, they talked about caste, they talked about the North-South divide, but people absolutely rejected all of that. The India Alliance, of which Samajwadi Party is also a member, they couldn't get to agree on in even one state of fighting election together. There was no alliance that we saw. In fact, we saw them taking pot shots at each other at the smallest provocation. So I think if we look at these elections as a trailer to 2024, politics of good governance is here to stay. This is a decisive mandate given by the people of Bharat. I'm not going to say north, south, whatever. And the reaction that have come from senior leaders of the Congress party who are trying to make it about north versus south, I think that's going to be the last coffin in the nail of this so-called
so
India
it has to be some kind of divide. It either has to be, Hindu-Muslim, or you have to say it's OBC versus upper caste, or you have to say, oh, look, the South has done the right thing. Remember Mr. Gandhi, when he was in Wayanad, he had said that the people of Wayanad are very mature electorate. So people of Amethi who had been voting...
Chidambaram has done just that today, Padmaja, if you look at his tweets. And, they tried to play this OBC card that the BJP is anti-OBC. The BJP, the maximum representation in the Union Parliament of OBC communities from the BJP, the maximum number of OBC MLAs in the country are from the BJP.
And this north-south argument, if you're saying that people of Amethi are immature, then why have they been voting not just for Mr. Gandhi, but for his ancestors? Remember, Mr. Gandhi is not the first person from his family to fight and win from Amethi. You've had everyone from his family. His mother is winning from a neighboring constituency, but apparently people from that area are not mature enough.
Well,
Tushar
Padmaja,
Gupta.
Mr. Gandhi has always been our trump card, wherever he goes, we end up winning by a decisive margin. So, may God bless him and he continues his streak.
Well, God bless everyone. Anyway, everyone should have a very, very long life. But Tushar Gupta, what is this a rejection of? That is my bigger question. Is it a rejection of divisive caste politics? Is it a rejection of what is being called freebie politics, or some other parties call it welfare politics, or of just abusive politics?
I'll be a little philosophical instead of political, Padmaja. What we are witnessing is unprecedented. 2023 was supposed to be the year when BJP would have been tested in the Hindi heartland. They were coming with 9.5 years of anti-incumbency in the center, 18 years of anti-incumbency in Madhya Pradesh. Their leadership in Rajasthan and Chhattisgarh was without clarity. What do we end up at? A mandate the BJP would not have expected 4 days ago. 160 plus in Madhya Pradesh with an 8 percentage point difference from the Congress. You tell me anyone in the BJP who 4 days ago would have told you this is what's going to happen.
And I think another state that we are missing out on, doubling of the vote share in Telangana. I mean, and the reduction of the vote share of the AIMIM, doubling of the vote share of the BJP, and for them to get 9 seats, Ms. Rekha Rao, do you think that regional parties need to be doing a serious rethink? The BJP's politics is absolutely clear. The Congress's politics is also clear. I'm not saying it's successful, but at least it is clear. Which side will the regional parties go now?
Here, I don't think it is a question of national party or a regional party. I would limit my talk to Telangana. 2 successive voting, he was there, our KCR sir was the CM. And if you see the history of elections, it is very common that not for third time, none of this person became the CM. So that is one thing. And we lost the game, not because we did not perform, we performed. If we see the statistics of Niti Aayog or Ministry of Statistics, whether you take health or education or export or investment, we were in top 10, in some cases top 3 and top 4 as well. So that is one thing.
That's fair. The question still remains. The nub of the question is, why did you lose? Clearly you did something where the people have rejected you, not just lost. Your tally is less than half of last time.
Yeah, we have lost, not because we did not perform or something. Few things, what I think is that maybe our political bosses, they were not very much in the masses, our CM and 2-3 top leaders, that is one thing. And again, when we said gas cylinder for 500, someone said 400, that made a big difference. You believe it turned out today after the elections and all, I went for a round.
I'm sorry, did you say that your top leaders were not among the masses?
I mean, they were not able to interact with them. That is one thing what we have.
Okay, so interesting admission there from Rekha Rao. Maybe there is a course correction and a soul searching that's already going on in the party. I'm taking a very, very quick break because there will be plenty of analysis, but we have to underscore, and we'll underline it with data, that this is no ordinary election result. There have been the kind of results coming in from several states of big names, people like Jeetu Patwari, who were thinking that they have a shot at becoming Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh, who are losing by massive margins. How did this happen? How do you read this election result? Quick break, back in a minute. The Prime Minister is about to reach the BJP headquarters, so don't go anywhere. Welcome back. We're talking about a saffron sweep across 3 states of North India. Many people now turning it into a North versus South. The South has voted the Congress. The North only has gone for the BJP. But remember, it is much more than that. It's an oversimplification because these are guarantees of the Prime Minister. He was the face of the campaign for his party, and ultimately that's what has carried the day for the BJP as well. Here's what Yogi Adityanath said.
जनता जनार्दन ने प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी के नेतृत्व को स्वीकारा है, उनके डेवलपमेंट के मॉडल को, गरीब कल्याणकारी योजनाओं को और भारत की छवि को वैश्विक मंच पर स्थापित करने के उनके प्रयासों को हर एक स्तर पर पब्लिक ने स्वीकारा है। ये चीजें दिखाती हैं कि 2024 के लोकसभा चुनाव में देश की जनता तीसरी बार भी प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में पूरी मजबूती के साथ भारतीय जनता पार्टी को सपोर्ट करके तीसरी बार भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में देश के अंदर लेकर के आएगी।
So the face of the Prime Minister is going to be the BJP's go-to mantra in 2024 and before that. But here's that reaction I was talking about where Karti Chidambaram saying the South, as soon as it became clear that the Congress was going to be coming into power in Telangana. What do you make of this, Tushar Gupta? I mean, when did we start doing this? The South is with so-and-so and the North is with BJP.
Well, I wonder what he means because Congress just has 2 of the 5 states in the South. And that too, Karnataka, the BJP's vote share is intact. In Telangana, their vote share has gone up. In Tamil Nadu, they're making inroads. So I don't know what this tweet about the South is all about, this melodramatic
And what
tweet.
about one of their governments in the North? So what is Sukhwinder Singh Sukhu? Is he not supposed to be a part of the Congress? He'll be wondering, what am I doing in this party then, if we are supposed to be a South party?
Probably the Congress finds it too unimportant now that they have 2 South states.
And by the way, let me also, I think it's quite safe to say that the BJP right now has more MPs in the South than the Congress.
Absolutely, absolutely. And come 2024, the smaller parties in the South have all the reasons to ally with the NDA because they see Congress as a rising force and they would want to counter it. We've already seen it happen in Karnataka. We'll see it happen in Telangana also. And Andhra, and anyway in Andhra, Jagan anyway votes with the NDA. So what the South, what are they trying to imply? What worries me, Padmaja, is what some of the Congress supporters are trying to imply on social media networks. They're trying to imply perhaps that the South Indian voter is more informed.
No, and this has been said by Mr. Gandhi, like we were discussing earlier, when he was in Wayanad. He said that, I always find people in this constituency much more evolved. People in the South are much more evolved.
Then, Padmaja, perhaps the Congress can say goodbye to ever making the government in the center because you may win any state anywhere in India. You need to respect the diversity.
100%. And are you saying that you do not ever want to be in government in Uttar Pradesh? वो literally South का उल्टा है. वो North है. North Pradesh है वो. And you are saying the South. Anyhow, when we are talking about this kind of a saffron sweep, activity there again picking up at the BJP headquarters. But Umer Junaidi, where does this leave parties like the AIMI, religion-based parties? Because now there are 2 very clear poles to the politics. There is the BJP and there is the Congress. उमेश जुनेदी साहब, आपको आवाज आ रही है? अगर एक तरफ है बीजेपी बहुत क्लियरली और उनकी राजनीति जो है क्लियरली इज गिविंग डिविडेंड्स इन द स्टेट्स लाइक छत्तीसगढ़, इन मध्य प्रदेश, इन राजस्थान, और दूसरी तरफ है कांग्रेस की राजनीति. बाकी जितनी पार्टीज हैं आपकी एएमआईएम वगैरह, वो कहां रह जाती हैं? All right, we'll just try and figure out the audio of Mr. Junaidi. But if I can show you some of those that data that I was talking about earlier, there is a lot of insights that you get when we talk about Telangana and see the original map of Telangana. Take a look at how things have changed. Here you've got this map of Telangana, and if we could see the map comparison here. This earlier is what used to be the BRS area. Here, this entire pink is the BRS. The Congress has grown in these parts, but take a look at where the BJP is also getting their seats from. They were at 1 earlier, and they have gone up 7 seats to 8 right now. The BRS has come down 49, less than half their seats are left, and the Congress has gone up 44. But these are the seats that they have. KV Ramana Reddy, he of course is the man of the day. He's been a giant slayer, not just defeating Revanth Reddy. Remember, this was supposed to be the biggest battle of them all. The 2 CM candidates, Mr. KCR and Revanth Reddy, both fought from here, both defeated by a local who came from nowhere, KV Ramana Reddy, winning this in Kamareddy. And then, of course, you have got Armoor. It's a tribal seat. You have got Nizamabad Urban. Again, this is a very important seat. I'm being told that it's time for a very quick break. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. But can the BJP bank on the Modi magic alone? All of today, the party has been saying, Modi ki guarantee, ek akela sab par bhari. But will this over-reliance on the Prime Minister, could it become bhari for the BJP? That's what we'll talk about back in a minute.